Welcome to Pastor's Chat today. Well, we're looking at a new chapter, Joshua chapter 20. And actually, this is one of the more exciting chapters in the Old Testament. In this chapter, we read about the cities of refuge. Now, this is not the first time we read about the city of refuge. Actually, God told Moses many years before in Exodus chapter 21, verse 13, Numbers chapter 35, verses 6 through 34, and Deuteronomy chapter 19, 1 through 13 about these cities. These were special cities that were set apart so that a manslayer could flee to the city, and there he could be safe until a trial was taken and people found out who was guilty, if he was guilty of murder or he was guilty of manslaughter. Now, even before the law of Moses, God had made a law, and that's in the book of Genesis chapter 9, verse 6. And there, that's the passage of scripture, and let me just turn to it here. He said, whoever sheds man's blood, by man his blood shall be shed, for in the image of God he made man. God instituted capital punishment because we are in the image of God. We are special. We are reflecting who God is to the world around us. The spirit of life that's in us comes from God. We're made from the dust of the ground, and we are made alive by the breath of God. God breathed into the dust on the ground that he had formed when he formed Adam, and he became a living soul. God is a living God. We are living beings, and my friend, God intends for life to be precious and to be valuable, even from conception, even through death, and even after death. Listen, the soul lives on in eternity, whether in heaven or in hell. And so God made this law. Man is special. Thou shalt not murder is one of the 10 commandments. Take the life of another person. And God then said, if you do, then there's capital punishment. Now, what would take place, especially in the days of Israel, and the reason God made this law for them and gave them these 6 cities, 6 on the east side of the Jordan River, and also 6 on the west side. 3 of the cities were for Manasseh, the half tribe of Manasseh, and Gad and Reuben on that side of the river, on the east side. And then on the west side of the river, the Jordan River, he had 3 more cities strategically located so that anyone who had accidentally killed someone, he could flee to that city. Or if there was a question about the motive in killing someone, whether it was manslaughter or it was intentional murder, he would flee to that city. So let's just read. And we read in Joshua 20, the Lord also spoke to Joshua, saying, speak to the children of Israel and appoint for yourselves cities of refuge, of which I spoke to you through Moses, that the slayer who kills a person accidentally or unintentionally may flee there, and they shall be your refuge from the avenger of blood. So they didn't have police officers, they didn't have soldiers on every corner, and usually a family would avenge the blood of someone in their family that got killed. But what you would do is, if you accidentally killed someone, if you were involved in an accident or it was unintentional, as he'll read through these scriptures here, in the avenger, the family would come after you. You killed my brother, you killed my son, you killed my daughter. You could flee, and you could flee to this city of refuge. Now this, as we're going to see, is a beautiful picture of Jesus Christ, who is our refuge. The truth is, we're all guilty. We're guilty of sin, and because of that sin, we deserve death. But thank God there is a city of refuge, Jesus Christ, that we can flee to, and there we can find safety in him. And so this is a beautiful chapter. We'll be talking more about this over the next few days. But I just trust today that you'll realize you have a God who's made you very, very special. Life is special. Life is precious. It should be protected. And thank God for the law and order that we do still have, even in America, that can protect us. Well, God bless you, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day.